And if you believe that this is the type of society that you don't want to have, then you need to stand up and you need to make your voice heard. Good evening, it's Sunday the 28th of June 2020. I hope you've had an enjoyable week. It's very cold here in Brisbane, so I have my jumper on. This week I put on 0.7 of a kilo, so I now weigh 101.4 kilos. It's very hard sometimes. One week I lose weight, the next week I gain weight. It has more to do with my diet, so I need to work on that. But anyway, I put on 0.7 of a kilo and I weigh 101.4 kilos. Nevertheless, I'm still walking, still exercising. And exercise is good in the sense it helps your cardiovascular. By going on walks, you get fresh air, you breathe in fresh air, and at the same time, as you walk, you also develop endorphins. You get your endorphins going. But diet, need to work on that. We're going to add another $100 onto our savings and investment challenge. So we now have $900 in our S&I challenge. We're $100 away from $1,000. A lot is happening around the world. I don't want to go into any specific details, but I would encourage you all to keep abreast with what is happening around the world, and in particular in the United States. This death of George Floyd and the protests and the riots that followed over the past 3 to 4 weeks has seen the United States go through turmoil, go through consternation and tension. But these protests have seemed to have morphed from issues of race, defunding the police brutality. It's morphed into this defacing of statues, wiping out history, and it's turning out to be a movement or an insurrection. You have Chaz or CHOP, the autonomous zone that developed in Seattle and is now being broken up by the Seattle City Council. It's morphed into this anti-family, anti-culture, anti-tradition, anti-religion, anti-God viewpoint where they now want to destroy society. And they're going to do so first through defacing statues and wiping out history. But what's next? Defunding the police, tearing down society? We need to pay attention to what's going on around the world, and in particular in the United States. There is an insurrection going on where individuals who are being funded by wealthy and powerful and influential people are seeking to destroy our society. And this needs to be stopped. And that is all that I want to say on that issue. But it's important for us to pay attention, to wake up, understand what's going on. And if you believe that this is the type of society that you don't want to have, then you need to stand up and you need to make your voice heard. This week, I just want to talk about how the restrictions are beginning to ease, particularly here in Australia, but restrictions are easing around the world. There are concerns about spikes and second waves of the coronavirus. Here in Australia, we have a situation where in Victoria, we've had 5 consecutive days where Victoria in particular has had a spike in the cases of coronavirus. Now, over the past 5 days, we've had 33, then 30, then 41, and then 44. And today, Victoria had 49 new cases of the coronavirus. So it is concerning. Will it lead to a second wave? We'll have to watch and see, but I'm of the view that it won't be a second wave, but we will see an increase in cases. But as the restrictions ease, for me personally, it's good to see. I had the opportunity to play my first indoor cricket game in 3 months, and it was good to see some of my indoor cricket teammates on Tuesday night, and I look forward to seeing my teammates again this week. I'm hoping that there'll be an indoor cricket game tomorrow night. which will be good to see some of my friends I haven't seen since the restrictions came in place here in Australia back in March. So it's just a quick wrap up. Have an enjoyable week, and until next week, see you then.